Today we are going to take a look at a sub $90 drone from Drocon. This is the Navigator U31W quadcopter with an integrated 720p camera, which can record on the fly, and FPV capabilities. Now, those first-person view capabilities are very limited, and I'll talk about why in just a minute. Now, before I get too deep into this review, let's talk about package content. So opening the box, you're going to find a remote, the quadcopter itself, and some spare parts along with a 4GB micro SD card. Yes, they do include a micro SD card, so you can take this thing out of the box, insert that micro SD card, and get right to flying and recording. You don't have to go out to Walmart and buy a separate micro SD card, which is really nice. They even bother to include a micro SD card reader. You get a USB charger for the battery, and finally you get some paperwork, directions, user guide, etc, to go along with the drone. One thing that I really like about this kit is that it's portable. I can take everything, throw it into a backpack, and just grab it and go. The USB charger is small enough to the point where it could even fit in my pocket. The drone is just a bit bigger than the size of my hand. The controller is reasonable to carry around, and everything is very durable, even the drone. And speaking of durability, I crashed this drone several times and it just kept on ticking. I think at one point during the video, my sister flew into a tree and it came out of that just fine. So not only is the drone easy to take around, but it's also very durable, so you could throw it into something like a backpack and not have to worry about it breaking. Getting this drone up in the air is dead simple. You don't need to download any sort of app just to fly the drone. All you need is the controller, the drone, turn both of those on, push both sticks down on the controller, let go, and then hit the takeoff button, which is on the bottom right side of the controller. Since this is a drone that is targeted towards beginners, it has a lot of integrated features that make it super easy to fly. So first off, it has headless mode, so you don't have to worry about which direction you're pointing the drone in. You can just use the right stick and move it left, right, forwards, or backwards. It will retain its altitude. Very easy to fly in headless mode. Once again, it also has automatic takeoff, it has automatic landing, it has a head and hold mode. And also, if things start to go wrong, it has an emergency stop mode as well. There are two buttons on the back of the controller. One is just for trim, but the other one is labeled H/L, and this is going to allow you to change the responsiveness of the drone. There's two modes. There is a high mode and a low mode. I actually stuck with the low mode for most of the time because it was responsive enough for me. But if you are flying this thing in high winds, or if you just wanted to be a little bit more responsive and want to fly this thing around really fast, then you can click that button and it will switch it over to high mode. And additionally, the controller does have an out of range warning along with a low battery warning. Now let's talk about the app, and the app is the way that you can actually go into first person view mode with this drone. Using the app is absolutely terrible, and not because of the design of the app itself, but the way they're implementing the signal between the drone and the app. For data transmission, they are using a Wi-Fi transmitter, and the Wi-Fi transmitter is built into the drone. And the range on that Wi-Fi transmitter is about 10 feet, and after 10 feet, you completely lose video feed from the drone, pretty much making the first-person view aspect of this drone absolutely useless. I mean, the only time I was actually able to get video feed from the drone was when I was practically right next to it. So I found the FPV function of this drone to be really a novelty. I mean, yes, they aren't lying, it does have an FPV mode, but the range on it is just absolutely pathetic. On top of that, you can fly the drone without the controller and just use their app. But that's an absolutely terrible experience, and the range on that, once again, just as with the FPV mode, isn't very good. Now, the range is better than the FPV mode because it's not transmitting video, but it's still a lot less than the controller, and I didn't bother to use it because the touch interface was very hard to use. It was very hard to fly this drone just using the app. So we have a victim today. In order to show you guys how easy this drone is to fly, I'm going to hand the controls over to my sister, and she has absolutely no experience with this, right?
Yeah.
You haven't flown this before at all? She came over here just to help with the camera work. She was the one behind the tripod and I was flying the drone. Now it's time to switch off. So don't worry, I'm going to give you a hand. It's really easy to get up and going with this thing. So let's move the camera over and see what you can do. There's a button all the way over to your right you're going to push that to take off. It's bottom right button. So go ahead and push it. All right, and now go forwards, backwards, left, right. There we go. All right, so get away from the trees, forward. Perfect. That's easy, right? I can't even see it on the camera anymore. There it is. All right, too far away. Bring it back. Oh, you know what? That's the low battery meter, actually. So go ahead, bring it back over here. Stop going all crazy with it. All right, hit the land button. Hit the takeoff button again. Oh, tree, tree, tree. And it's stuck in the tree. I think we lost it. Where'd it go? Where? No, it's not that high. I can get it. So as you can see, this thing's very durable as well. It took that crash and it's still going to be able to fly. Looks like all the props are still on there too. So now I just got to get up there and get it out of the tree. For the price, this is an all-around pretty good beginner's drone. It's a lot of fun to fly, very easy to fly. The video quality of the integrated camera is okay. It's really grainy, but then again, this is a small camera with a small sensor. I did try to strap an action camera to the drone just to see if it could carry a payload such as an action camera, and it cannot. I didn't really expect it to, but I did it just for the heck of it. So yes, you are going to be stuck with the integrated camera, which once again isn't too bad. The range on the controller is impressive. I flew it out to the point where it was just a speck and I could not manage to get the range warning indicator to trigger. Now the range on the phone, not so much, but if you're really planning on having some fun with this thing, I highly suggest sticking with the controller. If you do plan on buying this, please keep in mind that the FPV mode is purely just a novelty, and also plan on buying a second battery because battery life leaves a lot to be desired. When I was flying it, I was getting about 4 to 7 minutes of battery life depending on how hard I was pushing the drone. So I would highly suggest picking up a second battery. They're not that much. I believe right now they're selling for $6 on Amazon as an add-on item. I will put the link to the drone and the extra batteries down in the description. So that's gonna be about it for this review, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can go ahead and post a comment down in the comment section. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. If you didn't like this video, please leave me some feedback. And of course, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to support me, you can use my Amazon or eBay affiliate links. You can also support me by checking out my Patreon page. All those links will be down in the description. And of course, please do not forget to drop a like on the Facebook page. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next installment of A Computers and Technology.